Navin, in this video, we're going to understand about the key differences between the two main pillars of NLP architecture, that is BERT and GPT. Both BERT as well as GPT is coming from the same architecture, that is the transformer. So the transformer has two main bodies in it. One is an encoder, the other one is a decoder, which is having a several multi-head attention layers in order to have that self-attention mechanism system. Both these encoders, decoders, transformers, be it your BERT, GPT, all are there as the main pillars of NLP, that is natural language processing. Now, what is a natural language processing is? This is the main pillar which enables the machines to understand the human generated language. Let's say, for example, your ChatGPT, which is a very popular LLM we have. What it does, it takes the prompts by a user, the way I put it, the way it understands and the way it generates the examples or the necessary opinions for me. And I'm going to make use of those tasks to fine tune my own findings, right? This GPT, the architecture is your transformer. But transformer has two parts, encoder as well as a decoder. BERT is also an application of your transformer, but it is coming from a different part of a transformer. Both are your transformer based models. These BERTs as well as your GPTs are actually used for your search engines. You're coming up with any AI generated tools like content generation, chatbot, search engines, text summarization, proofreadings, grammatical readings, like whatever the task that you have to do as an end model, your BERT and GPT is having the ability to do it. Now, when it comes to BERT, the full form of BERT is bidirectional encoder representation from transformer. The name itself says it's an encoder representation of transformer. That is, BERT is coming from the encoder part of a transformer. You can say that it is the only application which stands on the encoder part of a transformer. And it is like a state of art of Google. That is what the sensation it created. Okay, it is a bidirectional learning. That is for you to understand the context of a data or a semantic of a text, to actually understand it from reading in both the direction, right to left, left to right. Both the direction of reading would happen in order to understand the text. Let's say we have a text like she dash apple. She loves apple, she eats apple. How do I fill in that blank? So what will BERT do? BERT is having the ability to understand she going forward to apples, from apples going back to she, understands in both the direction and understands the semantic behind that text. BERT is actually the coming from the encoder representation of a transformer, from the encoder part. So this BERT is having the ability to create a strong vectors, which can be actually taken, fed into another neural network model to generate your own task findings. But when it comes to GPT is a full form is generative pre-trained transformer. It's a unidirectional thing that has only reached the text in only from left to right. That is whatever comes in a forward direction. That is the only reading it can happen in understanding the context of the data. That is, it reach text from right to left for it to create a text. It is coming from the decoder part of your transformer. So, what are all the examples your GPT? Your ChatGPT, for example, that's a popular model that we have, has a decoder representation of a transformer here, whereas your generative pre-trained transformer, which is there to do your fine-tuned task like your text generation, text summarization, proofreading, email writing, or for you to do some search, for you to do some chatbot creation, everything your GPT is working. So the analogy between a GPT and BERT is going something like this. BERT is there to do your search. It's like a search engine. Popular example you can take is like a Google search. GPT is an application that comes from that. See, your ChatGPT is also doing that search itself, but it's in a end-to-end framework. So you can understand it's like something like this. A BERT is like an analyzer, a detector, or a detective agent kind of a thing who's analyzing every word in a sentence. Wherein GPT is like a storyteller who's actually generating that content. Whatever the content it is generating, or whatever the prediction it doing associated with the next sentence, is like a generative pre-trained model who's actually analyzing that output that you're giving. That is your BERT, it is your analyzer or a detective agent. To conclude on BERT and GPT, we can understand something like this. Think of BERT as a detective analyzer of every detail in the story, but GPT is like a storyteller who's actually going to create one story. Whatever the story that is actually getting generated by a generator, it actually is like a proofread by your BERT, which is like a search engine. So with this, I hope we got a solid differences between a BERT and a GPT models. Happy learning.